Welcome to the channel. This is our वीडियो नंबर 93 और आज का हमारा सब्जेक्ट है नो REEs, that is no rare earth elements, and in that case no EVs and no missiles. We shall be talking about rare earth elements, actinides, use of REEs, and especially on the subtopic of world REEs mine production. This channel discusses and produces videos on the unique subjects of like operation management, painting and lighting, automobile, motorcycle and scooter, etc. You are requested to like, share and subscribe this channel if you feel appropriate to receive videos on the unique subjects as mentioned above. Rare earth elements. The rare earth elements are metals located in the first row below the main body of the periodic table. As shown in this periodic table and shown and being indicated by this arrow, these blue color elements or metals, they are rare earth elements. In the this periodic table of elements, rare earth elements are group of elements in the row labeled Lanthanides and are highlighted in blue color. But the list also includes yttrium and scandium because these elements possess similar chemical characteristics. The rare earth elements are special group of metals. These rare elements or rare earth metals are a group of metals found within the same ore and possessing similar chemical characteristics. Scientists and engineers disagree on exactly which element should be included in a list of rare earth elements, but they generally include the 15 lanthanide elements plus scandium and yttrium. Despite their name, the rare earths are not actually rare with respect to abundance in the Earth's crust. This exception is promethium, a radioactive metal. According to the Handbook of Chemistry and Physics, the rare earths are consisting of lanthanides plus scandium and yttrium. This list includes atomic number 57 through 71, as well as 39 yttrium and 21 scandium. Here is a list of the rare earth elements, starting from lanthanum to samarium to terbium to erbium and ultimately 16 and 17, that is scandium and yttrium. Now coming to the another list, and this list is of actinides. Actinides are about 15 elements, including the element like uranium, the element like thorium, and plutonium, and fermium, etc., etc. What is the difference between rare earth elements and actinides? This is very, very important. Rare earth elements are lanthanides plus scandium plus yttrium, as we have discussed before, and they are mainly used in magnets, EV motors, semiconductors, missiles, fighter jets, wind turbines, and lasers, etc. The examples are neodymium, they are used in strong magnets, dysprosium, high temperature magnets, and europium for screens and displays. Whereas actinides are radioactive heavy elements, which include the elements like uranium, thorium, and plutonium. They are mainly used in nuclear fuel, nuclear reactors, nuclear weapons, and research, etc. The example is uranium used for nuclear power plants, plutonium used for nuclear weapons and reactors. The rare earth elements, as discussed before, are the first row, bottom row, consisting of lanthanides with the atomic weight 57 to 71 plus scandium and yttrium. That is row, lanthanide rows plus scandium plus yttrium. Whereas actinide or bottom detached rows, they are from the atomic weight 89 to 103. Further, to clarify further the difference between rare earth elements and actinides, REEs का ज्यादातर इस्तेमाल मैग्नेट्स में, ईवी मोटर्स में, सेमीकंडक्टर्स में, मिसाइल्स में, फाइटर जेट्स, विंड टर्बाइन्स और लेजर में उसका इस्तेमाल होता है। जैसा कि न्यूडायमियम स्ट्रॉन्ग मैग्नेट्स के लिए, डिस्प्रोसियम हाई टेम्परेचर मैग्नेट्स के लिए, एंड यूरोपियम स्क्रीन और डिस्प्लेज वगैरह के लिए। जबकि एक्टिनाइड्स इस्तेमाल होते हैं न्यूक्लियर फ्यूल, न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर्स, न्यूक्लियर वेपन और रिसर्च वगैरह वगैरह। एलिमेंट्स में prominent elements हैं uranium, thorium, and plutonium. For example, uranium is used for nuclear power plants, plutonium is used in nuclear weapons and reactors, etc. Then to the classification of rare earth elements. The classification of rare earth elements is as hotly disputed as the list of included metals. One common method of classification is by atomic weight. Low atomic weight elements are light rare earth elements, that is LREs, and elements with high atomic weight are the heavy rare earth elements, that is HREEs. Elements that fall between the two extremes are middle rare earth elements, that is MREEs. One popular system categorizes atomic numbers up to 61 as LRE, and those higher than 62 are HREEs, with a middle range absent or up to interpretation. Summary of the classification of rare earth elements and related abbreviation. RE or rare earth, REE rare earth elements, REM sometimes it is rare earth metals, REO rare earth oxide, REY rare earth element and deuterium, LREE light rare earth elements, MREE middle rare earth elements, and HREE heavy rare earth elements. This is very important section. Rare earth elements का इस्तेमाल कहाँ होता है और कितने अहम हैं elements metals. The rare earth elements are used in alloys for their special optical properties and electronics. Some specific uses are elements include number one, scandium. इसका इस्तेमाल एरोस्पेस इंडस्ट्री में और रेडियो एक्टिव ट्रेसर और लैंप्स में है. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एरिया. Yttrium, yttrium aluminum garnet YAG laser as a red phosphor in superconductors in fluorescent tube in LEDs and as a cancer treatment. इससे आपको अंदाजा कर सकते हैं कि REEs कितने इंपॉर्टेंट है. जैसे कि यूट्रियम ये कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट के लिए इस्तेमाल होता है. Lanthanides used to make high reflective glass index glass, camera lenses, and catalysts. Number four, cerium used to impart a yellow color to a glass and as a catalyst, as a polishing powder, and to make flints. Flints are hard stone made mostly of silica, that is silicon dioxide, SiO2. In geology, flint is a very fine grained variety of quartz and is closely related to dirt. It usually appears as a dark gray, black, or brown module inside chalk or limestone rock. Coming to प्रेसिडाइमिया, ये इस्तेमाल होता है लेजर में, आर्क lighting, magnets, plate steel, and as a glass colorant. Neodymium used to impart violet color to glass and ceramics. In lasers, magnets, capacitors, and electric motors. यहाँ पे इन तमाम एलिमेंट्स का पता चलता है और खसूसी इनका इस्तेमाल मैग्नेट्स और लेजर में किया जाता है. पांचवा एलिमेंट एक है क्रोमेथियम. इसका इस्तेमाल है ल्यूमिनस पेंट, चमकते हुए जो पेंट होते हैं तो साफ होते हैं, रात को और न्यूक्लियर इंजन पर हमारे ये मैग्नेट नुक्लियर रिएक्टर पेट्रोल used to prepare red and blue phosphors in lasers and a fluorescent lamp and as NMR relaxant. Whereas NMR relaxant refers to substance that changes, usually speeds up, the relaxation of nuclei in nuclear magnetic resonance, that is NMR. Now, this is very important elements, very important rare earth metal. आगे चले. Gadolinium used in lasers, X-ray tube, computer memory, high refractive index glass, NMR relaxation, neutron capture, MRI contrast. इतना ज्यादा इस्तेमाल इसका होता है और बहुत ही हाई टेक चीजों में इसका इस्तेमाल है. Terbium used in green phosphor, again magnets, laser, fluorescent lamps, and alloys in our system. This is a very unique item, very different REE, special REE है. इसका इस्तेमाल sonar system. Sonar system it is a system that uses sound waves to detect, locate, and measure the distance of objects underwater. इसका इस्तेमाल इतना अहम है. This is commonly used in ships, submarine, even defense, fish finding, key depth measurement, ocean floor mapping. Very, very important. Coming to this process used in high hard drive disk, then other alloys, lasers, and magnets. Very special used in hard drive disk. Another 12th item Aluminium used in laser, magnets, and calibration of spectrophotometers. Terbium used in vanadium streams, infrared laser, and fiber optics. Helium used in laser, metal halide lamps, and portable X-ray machine. इसका लीगल मेडिकल में इतना इस्तेमाल है because it is used in X-ray machine. Ytterbium used in infrared laser, stainless steel, and nuclear medicine. Therefore, these two items are very important as far as medicines and treatment is concerned. That is, nuclear medicine and nuclear portable X-ray machine. Deuterium used in positron emission tomography at scan high refractive index glass, metallist, and LED. This is very important because it is used in both, which is an advanced medical imaging test used to see how organs and tissues are working, actually working at the cellular, that is, metabolic level. That is positron emission tomography. Positron, a positive charge, a positive charge electron emission is release of that particle. Tomography is cross-section imaging, that is slice imaging. Unless CT scan where MRI, which mainly show the structure of the body, that shows an activity. That is the difference between CT scanning, MRI, and now coming to international context. China is the world's largest producer of RE. It accounts for 70% of global annual mine production, estimated at 210,000 tons at a year 2022. The दूसरे जो 30 के करीब 30 माइन करते हैं यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स Denmark, majority of the remaining mine. Therefore, China remains actually the only producer of valued heavy REEs. चाइना के पास एक्सट्रैक्शन की टेक्नोलॉजी है चाइना के पास दुनिया की सबसे बेहतरीन रिफाइनिंग टेक्नोलॉजी है Coming to the details regarding world RE mine production by country. Here is the data applicable to year 2022. The data indicates that the China mining production was 210,000 tons. That is 70% of the total production of 301,000 tons. Whereas United States that mined 43,000 tons of REEs, being equal to about 14% of the total world mining production. The third rank was that of Australia, producing 18,000 tons of REEs, that is equal to 6% of the total production. At number 4 is Myanmar, that's Burma, producing 12,000 tons of REEs, consisting of 4% of the total mining production. And then at sixth number is Thailand, producing 7,100 tons. That is about 2.36% of the total REEs mining production. And the balance of 3.6% of 10,900 tons was produced by the other countries. By the way, the United States was the first largest supplier of REEs until the emergence of China in the mid 1990s. China was virtually the world's sole RE supplier until 2012, when the now bankrupt American producer Moricor Incorporation and the Australian company Lenaz Rare Earth Limited started commercial production. The same data related to world mining production is shown here in the form of pie chart. The red color indicates that China is the leading producer of REs, consisting of 70%. Then come United States, then Australia, then Myanmar, then Thailand, and finally the other countries. This is the list of resources which were used for production for the preparation of this presentation on rare earth elements, actinide, the uses of rare earth elements, and world mining production. With this, we conclude our discussion on the subject of rare earth elements, actinides, use of rare earth elements, and finally the world mining production. Thank you for your patience. Thank you and thank you very much.